There will soon be a new way to get around Lake Tahoe. FlyTahoe is the area's newest transportation service. The company's founder and CEO, Ryan Meinzer, spoke to KFBK about how they're making it easier to get around Lake Tahoe.
To go across the lake on an electric flying ferry, the first one in America. Going to go across the lake in 30 minutes as opposed to driving around the lake, which typically takes over an hour, if not 2 or even longer.
Stockholm-based company Candela are the makers behind the new electric ferries. Meinzer tells us that the ferries will not be the first vessel they brought over to the USA.
FlyTahoe is partnered here with Candela. We're under contract for the America's first electric flying ferry. Candela has been around for about 10 years, and they actually have these electric flying boats, not ferries, but boats on the lake currently today. And they also have them in San Francisco.
If you look up photos of the Candela P-12 ferry, it looks like a boat on stilts. Meinzer tells us why that is.
How it works is that there's wings underwater called hydrofoils that operate under the same type of fluid dynamics as an airplane, thus the flying. So what this allows is the boat to be lifted out of the water at least 3 feet higher than the water and even the waves, right? So you are essentially flying. And finally, no wake and no noise, which are two just awesome benefits, because flying above the water means that you're also not subject to seasickness, because if you're like me, you get sick from cars and boats, especially boats, but not on these electric flying ferries.
In addition to making it easier to get around the lake, the ferries will also be a mode of transportation that will keep Tahoe blue.
One of the advents of this amazing new technology, this fusion of electric and flight technology, is that there are no emissions. So there's no gas, which means there's no CO2, which means there's no nitrous oxide, and also there's no oil spills because we don't have gears. And something that I admittedly was blown away with when I did further research into this about a year ago, there's no particulates in terms of the pollution. Particulates are something that even an electric car has with the tires on the ground, right? If you've ever seen a window by a highway or a road, it turns black in no time. Now, that's going in people's lungs, right? But what it's also doing is it's destroying the clarity, the famous cobalt blue clarity of the lake. So you mentioned that trademark slogan, Keep Tahoe Blue. That's what this amazing technology does.
Even though Candela already has electric ferries built, Meinzer says it will still take a while to get them flying across our Great Lakes.
There's another regulation called the Jones Act, about 100 years old. In short, it basically means that any vessel carrying cargo or humans in the United States must have been made in the United States, made with American parts, and made by American personnel. Because of that regulation, it will take us probably about a year to build this in America, in the American factory that is underway, along with sourcing it with fully American parts.
Meinzer expects the new ferries to be picking up passengers by early 2026, but that will only mark the beginning of this journey.
Our vision is much bigger than just one vessel, and we anticipate having this be a fleet of vessels across America. So we're always looking for opportunities for investment prospects, but also, of course, people. We need great people. Captains is one of them. So we have a strict captain regulation to adhere to, and this captain has to be extremely certified, and we're on the lookout for those.
You can follow along FlyTahoe's journey and learn more about job opportunities by visiting flytahoe.com. Lauren Shannon, KFBK, Sacramento's News Radio.